escape.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Nope.
Of course, Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for. Nope, still on board with death.
Mother, it's so hard. There's no way I'm gonna die.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Oh my god. I control my life. Okay, here we go. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Oh.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
No. No!
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Huh? What? Wait. Am I alive? I guess I'm alive, boys. Wait, what? Wait. What's...
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Am I in heaven?
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Well, damn. So this was my life, huh? That was my office, and original music. So, is it over? I think it's over. Early in development, we designed an ending where Stanley would end up in a battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. We realized shortly after starting to build it that it was a far too jokey and on the nose for the tone of the game. Plus, some people interrupted it as making fun of people who like shooters, which was not our intention. It interpreted. Are they making fun of me? There's no way they know I play Warzone, right? Like that's just a coincidence. The cargo lift. I'm guessing these are all the ways I could end the game. Countdown desk. One of the desks from an early version of the countdown. I'm so confused here, boys. I think we beat the Stanley Parable, right? I hear him again. The game is now paused. Begin the game. Resume the game. Wait, are we paused? Okay, maybe we're not paused. Begin the game again. Resume game. I want to make it to the ending. Oh, exit! Look at that! Wait. What?
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another.
Have a great day, Kamakana.
Both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now. It'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you.
I don't know. I don't know.
Don't let
Oh my god. Do it.
time.
Maybe we gotta start over? No way. Right? Hello, Bert. How are you today, my friend? Fuck this game.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the
All
meeting.
right, let's just listen. Let's just listen to the narrator, okay? Let's just listen to him. He knows best. So far, he's told me to kill myself.
Stanley came to a set of two
Left.
open doors. He entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human.
What were the numbers? 2845, I believe.
On the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
They've thought of everything, huh?
Soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
What's going on, Silver? They knew you would try to speedrun, bro. This game knows everything. Thank you for the posture check, Silver.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word Escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent
1,
death.
2, 3. There you go. Fine.
Of course, Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
What number was I again? Wow. I wonder if there's anywhere like this in the world. 427. Okay. Okay, our room is empty. Okay, cool. It's called the NSA.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content, walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Okay. What's this? Nope. Dismantle the controls once and for all.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
I'm gonna listen to the narrator.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine.
I've won?
Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
I'm so scared.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin. The feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
I think we beat the game. Oh, we beat the game! Well, that was interesting. That was one path that led to that. But
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others, so the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him.
There's actually other alternative endings that we can do. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna end it here. And we're gonna have some we're gonna play alternate endings in a future video, okay? Because there's over 19 different ways we could end this game. So far, I think we found like 3. You know, death, jumping off a crane, and beating the game. Actually, I want to jump off the crane one more time. I want to see what happens.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
That was nice, right, chat? We could play more of that in the future. That was really nice. Huh.